virus or spyware that would damage the system and allow people outside the company to access private information. I mean, I feel like this one we probably don't do. Like, I would never download something on a work.
Well, sometimes just by entering a site, the virus can be downloaded.
Right.
That's site.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. See, I wouldn't have. Every once in a while, I'm on the site and it says download, and I'm like, oh my god, no, wouldn't do that. So, what did you know? I didn't know that. I technically didn't know just because I clicked on the site, it automatically could download something I didn't know.
Oh yeah, someone once launched a website of misspelling of Google. So if you accidentally typed in google.com, there will be a virus on your computer. Yeah. And they recently took it down, but a lot of people got caught just by misspelling google.com.
I mean, but that's a mistake, though. I mean, you simply typed it in incorrect, so I would be called in my boss's office.
Mm.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, then some different websites don't have that. Just
right. I don't know. For me, what I already knew is to never download anything on my work computer.
Yeah, that's what I put. I put if you download too much software, it will get a virus and it'll start going too slow.
Okay.
That's what I put.
Okay. Anybody else about downloading? What did you already know?
I put that I knew computer systems was hackable already.
Okay.
Some companies are very private when it comes to their data, as it may be copyrighted or illegal.
Okay. Now, what inference can you draw, though? In your detail or clue, again, one more time, you could download a virus or spyware that would damage the system and allow people outside the company to access private information. If that were to really happen and your boss calls you in the office and they're like, based on something that a site that you went into, there's a virus and now people have access to our company information. You guys haven't heard on the news sometimes where they'll say Target's customers' information was, I guess, I can't remember the word they say, but they'll basically say it was compromised. Yes. Or like every once in a while, like my bank has like completely sent me a new debit card because they'll say my information was compromised.
Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
My mom uses Wells Fargo.
Right.
It's the same problem.
So, if you were possibly responsible for that and your boss calls you in, my inference is that you'd probably be fired. I mean, like, if you're the person that is responsible for Target's customers' information being compromised, I'm assuming anything else security, you can do your job. All right, let's get to the next one. Any emails that discriminate against employees based on race, gender, nationality, or religion will be dealt with accordingly to the harassment policy. What did you already know about that?
If company emails are only for company use only.
Right. So you'd kind of be an idiot to be on company email talking about somebody's race, gender. I mean, you know, like, you must not have any life to be on your company email and, you know, talking about, oh, because he's a Christian, he's going to hell. I mean, who would even... So, what inference can you draw on that? Any emails that discriminate against employees based on race, gender, nationality, or religion will be dealt with according to the harassment policy. What inference can you draw? What inference can you draw? You got 2 cell phones out.
Sorry, I didn't...
Trying to get your GED.
I don't know, one of them.
That's what I'm trying.
So what inference can you draw?
I don't have anything.
Exactly.
I put terminated for that one.
Yeah, definitely.
The company does not do discrimination.
All right.
Are you going?
I got a babysitter.
All right. Number 3. Well, the last one. Keep in mind that the company owns any emails. I just said that though. Sent through the company email account and any document stored on a company computer.
Company activities be documented.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I already knew.
Right. Yeah, I already knew that they had access to my emails and that they could read any email. In my opinion, again, I'm not sending any email that is discriminating, nothing pornographic. I just don't think that they're going to have any real interest in the things I'm talking about. So, yeah, they own the email, but I'm not doing anything wrong. What inference can you make based on that, knowing that they own the email?
I said they would catch you.
Yes, that they catch you, and that technically every email you've ever sent, somebody possibly could have read it. I mean, maybe they have somebody that just works for the company and that's all they do, read through emails. So, I mean, as long as you're okay with your emails being read through, I am. There's nothing there.
Just don't use the company email.
Yeah, sometimes it's just convenient. You're already on it and you're not doing anything bad, so you just send an email.
That's why you should never use somebody's email.
Okay, now, if you guys are watching the time, we're kind of just gonna, what's it called? No, we're gonna just it's, like if you were making a rhyme and you just did it off the top of your head, what's that called?
Freestyle.
Yeah, we'll just freestyle these last ones, okay? All right, now, here we go. Curtis has been sending personal emails to coworkers on company time. Based on the description of what is acceptable work email and internet use, what inferences can you make about what will happen to Curtis if he is caught?
Dealt with according to the harassment policy.
I mean, again, if Curtis isn't talking about anything, guys, I don't think he's going to get fired. Not unless they can prove, hey, Curtis, you're spending hours on email versus doing your job. Okay? Then that's an issue. All right. Becca is applying for a job at a different company and saves her job application on her work computer. That's kind of funny. What could be the consequence of this? What should Becca do differently, if anything? Explain your reasoning. Yeah. Guys, I don't think it's smart to save the application to another place you're applying. On the work computer,
Especially if
where
this
you...
company is so sensitive about their information.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
Over to another company.
I wouldn't do that. What could happen if anything? You have to be careful. They now have the application of where you're applying. What if they gave them a call or something? I think that's illegal, but what if they did? People do things that are illegal all the time. So what if they called over there and said, hey, I know that so-and-so's applying for your company. This is somebody you do not want.
Blackmail?
They can mess up your opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Or when that company calls and wants a reference, hey, how is so-and-so? They already know you applied for the job. Maybe they'll give you a bad reference. So that's what I would be concerned about. That's why I wouldn't want them to know.
Let's see, nowadays they don't even call.
Yeah, they still call. They still call. Like if somebody's going to apply at another school, they always call the principal and say, hey, how good of a teacher was that person at your school?
Restaurants and crap, they don't.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a high turnover. They probably don't have time to be calling everybody.
Let's say they will.
Yeah, they always say they will. All right, number 4. Which of the following sites can you infer would be appropriate to visit at work? Select all that apply. What do you think? Somebody shoot out what you think is appropriate to visit at work.
1 and 2. 2 and 3.
The websites that belong to the company's competitors.
Oh, no, just 3.
3, Google to perform company research. Yes.
I think number 2 is alright. If you're going to research competition.
Number what?
Number 2 would be alright because you're
websites that belong to the company's competitors.
I don't know what's going on.
I guess only.
If you're a store, yes.
Yeah, only if you're using it to get an edge.
If you're a store and a restaurant, yes.
Right. Yeah, you can copy their menus and everything, huh? Well, not copy, but make yours better. Definitely not Twitter.
No, anything that knows.
Right.
It's one of the rules in the White House.
Yeah. Trump's on there all the time. Twitter to see what your company and its competitors and its competition are posting in their business accounts. What's wrong with that one? What's wrong with the last one? Twitter to see what your company and its competition are posting in their business accounts. That's okay. Right? All right. Where are we at with time?
3 minutes.
Okay, here we go. We'll do this last one. Dwayne is very anxious about whether his new sneakers have been shipped from the manufacturer yet. What is the company's policy about Dwayne checking the website to see if it has happened? What details in this text support your answer?
I mean, didn't it say that a website like that would be blocked because it's not relevant to work?
It could be. Sometimes I click on some things and it's blocked. Sometimes they're not. I mean, I've definitely checked UPS on some packages I had come to the house at work.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I didn't know.
I mean, I just didn't see the big deal here. But I mean, as we see, companies take this stuff really serious. But yeah, I've checked some stuff. I mean, yeah, I guess any of us can be called in, right? And told, hey, you went on a certain site. For me, as long as it's, again, nothing pornographic, nothing along those lines. Like, at that point, they pull you in, you're done. Okay? All right. Okay, we're going to stop there, guys. Keep your packet, though, because I believe she said she wants to see what you did. If she asks about the ones that we did, tell her that we just spoke them, you know, we did them as a class. You didn't have to write them, we just said it out loud. Okay? Now, you guys have to tell me what lab to meet you in. So when we... So right